Module 5 is on the management of instruction. This module focuses on how to make decisions related to managing instruction and on learning architectures. As you approach designing instruction, there are two questions to keep in mind. First, how to organize instruction, and then how to manage instruction. These decisions provide a framework for the design and development process. Chapter 16 in Romie's book provides a structure for thinking of these decisions. Starting with 16.1, Romie reflects on what needs to happen, what kind of data you should have as you ponder these questions. Figure 16.1 speaks to this, specifically the outer rings. As you start to respond to the questions of how to organize and manage instruction, you should already have information from the front-end analysis. A need has been identified and information has been collected about the wider system in which instruction will occur. Romie's chapter includes a number of maps that provide guidance and recommendations when making decisions about the management of instruction, specifically about grouping. In these, he looks at the knowledge content, outcome domains, and goal structure. For example, Figure 16.2 provides a framework for making decisions on grouping based on the type of learning. I suggest you take a look at some of these maps. So let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture within the context of this course and the final project. You are developing a rationale for your model, and included in that model is your learning architecture. Next, you should be looking at how you will manage instruction. By this, I'm referring to manage from the perspective of control and operations. More importantly, you should focus on the components that guide your thinking. What are the decisions you are making, and what is your rationale for making those decisions? So now let's look more closely at what we mean by a learning architecture. A learning architecture, as defined by Breslin, is agreed upon learning needs, learning strategies, and delivery strategies for all of its training. So it is a design framework for a system of developing activities and interventions. Its purpose is to help organizations use learning and development as levers to accomplish their goals. It provides an organizing framework for who the learners are, what they need to know, do, and believe differently, and how that would be accomplished, whether that be training, coaching, assignments, etc. When building a model and making decisions, designers tend to look at this through a particular lens. In this module, I'm going to be talking about three lenses: Merrill's first principles, Clark's cognitive strategies, and reusable learning objects. Each of these will be covered in separate videos. However, there are other lenses out there that you may want to look into more deeply.